Hi there, I'm Lisa Taylor. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching on the replay, put a little hashtag replay and let me know where you're watching from. And I got so many comments about last night's video. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Seriously, I got so many messages. And one of the people who was sharing with me about their thoughts about their daily practice told me that one of the things that they do every morning is they go out and garden. And I thought that was such a cool activity that is so emblematic of what we're doing in our thought every day. I wanted to come on and talk to you about it because we do tend our thought. We tend to our thinking, and we weed out the thoughts that we don't want to include in our experience. So that idea of gardening every day as a practice and tending to the garden of our thought, I just think is so wonderful. And the other thing I love about gardening, and I use this a lot actually in my own life, you know when you plant a seed and you put it in the little pot, and you put the little soil out there and you put the little pot in the sun and you just see a little pot with soil in it. You don't see anything. And you water it, you put it in the sun, you water it, and nothing. And you have to be patient. And then eventually the little tiny sprout comes up. But what I love about that is that while you're watering and tending the little pot of dirt and nothing seems to be happening, there's all this stuff going on underneath the surface. And so many times that's going on with us in our lives. We tend to our thinking. We're disciplined about what we're accepting into our thought and what we're accepting into our experience. And we don't see any change on the outside. And we get frustrated because it's not changing fast enough, and we kind of are tempted to give up. But if you think about the little pot with the seed in it, you wouldn't give up putting it in the sun. You wouldn't give up watering it when the dirt gets dry because you want the little seed to grow into the plant. So give yourself a break. If you don't see change immediately on the outside, just know that your little seed of thought is under the surface of the dirt. Keep watering it. Keep putting the pot into the sun. I'm sure you're getting the analogy. Anyway, I just really love the idea of gardening. So I'm not much of a gardener myself. I mean, I love gardening, but I don't spend a lot of time doing it, or any time recently. I actually have a really funny story to tell you about squirrels in our yard and me planting bulbs, but I'll save that for another time. Anyway, so gardening, tend to your thinking, tend to your thought, make your daily practice a gardening practice and tend to your thought. And don't give up on those little seeds of good that you need to tend and water and put into the sun and care for and be patient about. Patience is really good. I was driving across the country years ago with the family. The kids were small. We were in Ulavan, which was our VW camper. And we were driving across the Midwest, kind of northern Midwest, of the northern route. And we were going across these massive cornfields. And it was summertime, but I just remember thinking knee-high by July, which is kind of the phrase about corn, that it's knee-high by July. And was just loving sitting. I was in the passenger seat, my husband was driving, and I was just remember looking out at these vast fields of corn kind of blowing in the breeze and feeling this incredible sense of just how the universe, how God grows us, and that there's a lot of patience needed in that growth, that we can just relax and let the corn grow. Like, I was sitting there thinking, there's nothing I could do to speed up this process. There's nothing I could do to go out in the cornfield and do something to make it grow faster and make it come to, corn faster. I couldn't do anything. And the same is true for us. It's like there's nothing for us to do. To be patient. Just be patient and let God do his work on you. I think that's kind of So, a lot about gardening tonight. A lot about gardening and tending and being patient. That's my message. Very short and sweet. And thank you again for all of your comments and messages about last night's video. I'm so happy that it hit a chord. And some people really felt uplifted by the idea of getting back into their daily practice and reconnecting with their higher purpose. And it just is very cool. So thank you. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.